Good morning. Again, day 3 on Reboot and Turbo Boost Your Mind, sponsored by the PPMA. I'm Kerry Nutley, delivered by the PPMA. I'm Kerry Nutley from Oracle, who is the sponsor, and we're working with the PPMA to offer our HR colleagues in the UK or around the world half an hour of mindfulness with Leatham Green from the Mindful HR Centre. Hope you had a good, nice rest. I hope you are keeping safe and well. And with that, I'd like to hand over to Leatham, who's now going to take us through today's session on mindfulness. So Leatham, over to you.
Oh, many thanks, Kerry, and it's great to be here with you on this beautiful morning from Shoreham by Sea in West Sussex. A very warm welcome to those who are returners and also those who are with us for the first time. It's a fantastic experience to be able to broadcast a mindfulness session with you, and a big thanks to Oracle for enabling PPMA to extend this offer beyond its membership community. And a big shout out to all of my colleagues and friends in the PPMA world who are supporting very much to keep our key services operational in your local communities. They're working very hard from their homes and in this kind of new world that we're experiencing with the coronavirus, which is why we've got today the theme of steadying the mind. I mean, for all of us, you know, life can throw up some turbulent challenges anyway from day to day, but this situation has impacted upon each and every one of us in some way to a larger or lesser degree. So what I'm going to do today is show you a technique which is using the power of your in-breath and out-breath, you know, something that we all can do to actually help us navigate our way through that. And for some, you know, this is going to be the first time that you're accessing a mindfulness practice, and that's absolutely fine. And for others, you'll be more experienced, and there'll be something here for each and every one of us to take away. You know, but the key thing to remember is that the more that you can practice the technique that I'm going to share with you, the more benefits you will get from it. So little and often, you know, try to think of it as I'm doing something a little bit more today than I was doing yesterday. And the fact here we are joining together to start a new routine in your daily life, you know, is a great thing. Starting to think about what we can rejoice in, you know, here we are alive and well today at this point in time, and not fretting about what we've left or lost behind due to the changes that we're experiencing. And this can actually start to affect our mind big time. You know, not only have you started to experience something very different, perhaps uncomfortable and challenging, but those who you're living with, your extended family, all members of your community and society and around the world. You know, and so no wonder this can start to buffer our thinking and knock us off course. So yeah, hopefully I'm going to share with you something that can be quite transformative. And the power of mindfulness, you know, for those who are new to it, has been well proven. You know, it can help reduce your levels of stress, anxiety, tension, and also just give you a little bit more clarity to deal with your emotions in terms of whatever life throws at you on a day-to-day basis. So it's great to have you here, and just bear with me for a couple of minutes whilst I share a couple of just tips to reflect on before we kick off. First of all, make sure that you've got your telephones on silent at best, but switched off ideally and away from you. You know, this half-hour session that we've got together is really important investment in your time. You know, none of us are superheroes, and some colleagues, you know, are working flat out to actually help keep society safe. But you know, this is not sustainable forever, no matter who you are. You know, even Superman had to recharge his batteries at some point. You know, that sense of mental health and well-being is so fundamentally important. So think of this as a really positive start to being kind and compassionate to yourself. I've always got a blanket on hand, and that's to help me just keep warm if I need to, but also it provides a little bit of fabric to help support my hands when we're sitting in our mindfulness posture. I've got a high-backed chair, because what we're asking you to do, inviting you to do, is actually sit with a sense of purpose and attentiveness. And this high-backed chair will give you some support. So whilst, you know, it's nice to feel a bit squishy in your sofa chair, that's not really what I'm looking for. But don't worry for today if you're kind of new into this space. Make sure that your feet can connect firmly to the ground. And ideally, you want your thighs and calves, shins to be at a 90-degree angle. So kind of like this with your knee joint. And that will help you connect with the ground and also create a firmer base on which to actually sit whilst we're doing this mindfulness practice. But apart from that, just enjoy the experience that we've got here together this morning and see where it takes us. And off we go. So I'm going to start by just asking you to do a little bit of physical warm-up, but bearing in mind you need to be aware of your surroundings. So if you've got a bit of space, that's absolutely great. And don't worry, you're not being filmed in any way, so you're not being broadcast around the world in terms of shaking it out. And also feel quite comfortable to join us in whatever you wish to wear in the morning. So hopefully you can see me. We're just going to start by shaking out our hands, yeah? Being mindful of your physical condition. I don't know how you're feeling, but I don't want you to create, more troubles with your physical ailments. But this activity is quite vigorous, yeah? I'm imagining that I'm shaking my fingers off my hands. And then we're moving up to our elbows. This you can actually do as a standing exercise. I always call it the 11 o'clock shakeout, kind of shaking out all of your anxieties, troubles, and tensions from the day. And it's a great thing to do at any time. You can get the family to join in with you. And my whippet, Luca, loves to do this because he gets all excited and starts jumping around with me, and it just helps bring a smile to your face. As we go to our shoulders, and imagine that your arms are dropping off from your shoulders. The texture of your arms, is really important. It's about having soft arms. I'm from the world of school meals, where I started my career in local government. So I used to describe it as blancmange, but now I've moved into a new era of culinary delights and call it the texture of panna cotta, looking quite firm with a little wobble. So you can just shake out your body and let all of those tensions go. Shake it out. And there we are. We're going to come to our position. Your feet are hip distance apart. Inside of your feet, parallel, lifting and extending through your legs. The belly is soft. Breathing freely to that area. And imagine that you're hanging yourself on a coat hanger with your shoulders, so drawing across the collarbone. Shoulder blades moving down the spine. The arms are soft. Your fingertips are soft. The chin is in line with the navel, and your ears are in line with your shoulders. The crown of the head extending upward to the sky above, the sense of your body being long, light, and lifting. And breathing in through the nose, unless you're congested, but the sense of purpose, the sense of extension, the sense of long and light and lifting body is really what we're trying to bring back to our chair as we go to commence our mindfulness session. So keeping that sense of freedom in the body, and already I have a different sensation which is coming to me from that flow of blood into the system. The breath is free, making sure that you've got a firm connection with the seats beneath. Breathing naturally and freely. The spine is long, light, and lifting. And staying with the crown of your head extending upward toward the ceiling. Not forcing the breath in any way. Just feeling the breath enter and leave your body. And if you're comfortable, closing your eyes and taking your attention inward. Or if not, taking your gaze to a point on the floor in front of you. And today with our mindful practice, we're going to start with 3 chimes of the bowl, and we will end our practice with 1 chime. So the eyes are closed and the breath is free. And at this time, you have absolutely nowhere else to go and nowhere else to be. Just right here, right now. Without forcing, without criticizing yourself. There's no shoulds or woulds here, there's just feeling how you are at this point, right here, right now. It's not a right way or a wrong way to be. Just noticing. And during our sitting together, if you notice your mind begins to wander, it's perfectly normal. You just allow those thoughts to leave and bring your attention back to your in-breath. And no matter how often you need to do that, just allow those thoughts to leave and return your attention to your in-breath. Always focusing on our in-breath. Today is a time to nourish yourself, steady your mind, and making the decision to be here and purposefully setting your intention. As we focus on our breath, something we can all do. Without force. To begin to bring our attention to the breath entering and leaving your body, moment to moment. Breathing in and breathing out. Feeling the rise and fall of the breath as it flattens the diaphragm with your in-breath. Chest expanding on your in-breath. The muscles of your ribs contracting on an out-breath. Focus with your in-breath as we scan through our body and mind for any sense of tightness or holding. Focus on those areas with your in-breath. And just invite yourself to release and let go on your out-breath. Acknowledging any tension or pain, troubles that you might have going on in your mind. Just acknowledge them. Don't force anything. In fact, invite them to be clearer as you breathe in. Encourage yourself carefully to expand that sense in your body and mind. And then with an out-breath, just inviting them to move away and flow through your body from your head, down through your neck and shoulders, through your body, torso, through the pelvis and thighs. Feeling these uneasy sensations leaving through the soles of your feet into the earth beneath. Focus with your in-breath and release and let go with your out-breath. Your mind is wandering, just bringing your attention back to your breathing. The fullness of your breath. The soothing of your breath. So you follow your in-breath through your nostrils and the back of your throat, into the top of your lungs and moving through the chest, your full lung capacity, down to the diaphragm. And as you breathe out, reversing that process up through the lungs, through the chest, back of your throat, your sinus, your nostrils, as the breath leaves your body. This is breathing the full breath, free and easy, softening the breath, soothing your body, stilling your mind, just as it is at this moment. Just allow that focus to gently blend into the background. It's like the sounds of the waves in the sea when you walk along the seashore or sitting looking out to the sea. And bring to the fore of your mind the sounds you can hear as you're sitting in your room at this time, right here and right now. Those loud sounds, those soft sounds, those almost silent sounds that make up this moment. What sounds do you notice? Not forcing, just noticing the sounds around you. Which sounds are you drawn to? Which sounds are you trying to push away? Just notice without forcing. Sounds you can hear. As you sit and experience the sounds around you. As you breathe in and breathe out. Body is soft, light and lifting. Crown of the head extending upward toward the sky. Feet connecting with the earth beneath. The breath is free. Just noticing that breathing in, this is an in-breath, just as it is. Breathing out, this is an out-breath, just as it is. Breathing in, this is an in-breath, just as it is. And breathing out, this is an out-breath, just as it is. Bring your attention away from the sounds back to your breathing. Breathing in, this is an in-breath, just as it is. Soothing with your out-breath. This is an out-breath, just as it is. Relaxing, releasing, steadying your mind, stilling your mind. Just allowing the thought of your breath to drift slightly, and bring your attention to the smells and fragrances that you're experiencing as you're sitting in your space. Feeling those smells and fragrances into your body. Without forcing anything. Just noticing and being aware of the smells and fragrances around you. As you allow those smells and fragrances to gently leave your awareness, bring your attention back to your breathing. Breathing in, this is an in-breath, just as it is. Breathing out, this is an out-breath, just as it is. Breathing in, you touch a deep source of energy from the earth beneath, drawing through the soles of your feet. Breathing out, you feel nourished and smile to the joys you're experiencing. Through your in-breath, you feel alive. Breathing out, you feel a sense of freedom as your mind begins to still and settle. Breathing in, you feel a sense of happiness. Breathing out, you send kindness as you smile, smiling to yourself. Noticing the sensations of the clothes against your body. As your ribs and chest rise and fall to the rhythm of your breath. Temperature of the skin of your body. Perhaps it's slightly cooler where the clothes aren't covering, and warmer against the cloth of your clothes. You notice that your breath is free, it's easy, and over time, your breathing has now become deeper and slower, without effort or forcing, just this sense of being. You now notice the nature of your breath as you're breathing in and breathing out is more steady, is deeper, more nourishing, just by being right here, right now, moment to moment. Notice with your in-breath, your mind feels steadier, feels calmer, feels alert and open the sensations around you, sounds, smells, just being here. Softening with the breath. Breathing in, filling yourself with nourishment. And breathing out, releasing your worries, stresses, troubles, smiling as they leave your body to your full out breath. As you continue to be attentive in your breath, steady yourself, steady your body, steadying your mind, just being, breathing, smiling, softness, soothing with your breath. You are the carrier of a steady mind, full of compassion, love, and kindness. Rest in that knowledge. Trust in that knowledge. Embrace that experience. As you breathe in and breathe out. So now, right here, you can see yourself in the day ahead, living with love, kindness, and compassion. Mind is clear and steadier. Feel yourself losing any sense of worries or tension you're holding in your mind and body. During the course of the day, if your mind begins to clog again, just breathing in, bringing to mind this sensation this morning, and release and steady yourself with an out breath. Just before we finish our sitting, reflecting on Rumi's famous poem, The Guest House. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival, a joy, a depression, meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows, who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice. Meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Very gradually allow your eyes to open, bringing your awareness back into your space, light into your mind. Just taking a few moments to gather yourself before the session ends. I thank you, dear friends, for joining me this morning, and I hope your day ahead is full of love and joy and kindness. I look forward to seeing you hopefully again for our session tomorrow, and you can download any of the recordings from the PPMA website. So over to Kerry.
I think you've done an amazing session this morning. Thank you so much, Leatham. As Leatham says, here is the information. from the PPMA in order to download these sessions and further contact information if you require it. Stay well, stay safe. Maybe we'll see you again tomorrow morning for another Reboot and Turbocharge Your Mind. Thank you for joining.